Hello and welcome back to Meaningful Moments with May, the space where we get to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with who we truly are. And I'm so happy and grateful that you're here. Today's episode is the final episode in the Building Self-Trust series. We're going to reflect on self-trust, what it is, why it gets shaky, and how to build your own personal roadmap for strengthening it. If you've ever second-guessed yourself, overthought a decision, or felt disconnected from your own inner knowing, this episode is for you. If you can and are interested in taking notes, you might want to get something to write with and to write on because we're going to cover some important ground here today. So settle in, taking a deep grounding breath through your nose. Breathe it out through your mouth. And let's begin quietly. Self-trust is the quiet confidence that you can rely on yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your decisions, and your own resilience. It's the inner whisper that says, I've got my back. I've got this, whatever this is. But self-trust isn't something we either have or don't have. It's something we build and rebuild over time and strengthen over time. Often our self-trust becomes shaky because we've either learned to prioritize other people's expectations over our own. We received mixed signals or messages about our own self-worth. We weren't taught to value our inner voice. Or we've experienced moments where our choices were criticized or dismissed. And if any of these resonate with you, just know you're not alone. And the good news is that there's always, always a way forward. So let's walk through 3 of several pillars that form the foundation of self-trust. These pillars will become the guideposts of your self-trust roadmap. And the first pillar is inner safety. Self-trust begins with knowing I am safe with myself. It looks like speaking to yourself with love and kindness and compassion, allowing your emotions without judgment, honoring your limits. Without inner safety, your inner voice doesn't feel like a place that it can return to. The second pillar is your inner truth. This is your ability to hear your own inner truth, that inner guidance that shows up for you. Inner truth shows up as knowing what you want, recognizing what feels right and aligned, feeling that yes and no in your body and trusting it. There's a contractive energy and an expansive energy. The third pillar is your inner reliability. Reliability is where trust becomes action. It means doing what you say you're going to do and hold yourself accountable to yourself as well as others. Don't commit to something you don't want to do because then you're not going to feel good being there or you're not going to feel good doing it. So following through on your own needs, making choices that support your well-being, and when you consistently show up for yourself, trust grows. Now let's turn these pillars into a practical roadmap you can follow. Grab your journal or something to write with, write on if you desire. In this first step, we're going to identify where trust feels strong. So, if it feels right for you, gently place your hand on your heart and ask yourself, where in my life do I already trust myself? Where in my life do I already trust myself? When was the last time I made a decision I felt good about? When was the last time I made a decision that I felt good about? If you have your answers, great. I want you to celebrate these. Give yourself a pat on the back because these are your starting points. If you don't have your answers yet, it's okay. You can come back to this and sit with this roadmap and answer the questions at a later time. In step 2, we're going to identify where trust feels fragile. Again, ask yourself, and if it feels aligned, put your hand on your heart. Either way is perfect. Where do I hesitate or second guess myself? Where do I hesitate or second guess myself? Where do I abandon my own needs? Where do I abandon my own needs? These aren't flaws. They are areas ready and ripe for nurturing. In this third step, we're going to set one small reliability promise, choosing one commitment that strengthens reliability, something small, something doable, and something meaningful to you. Here are some examples. You get to create one that resonates for you, but these are strictly examples. You can use one if you'd like to, but you'll get more out of this exercise if you personalize it. I will pause and breathe before making a decision. I will pause and breathe before making a decision. I will check in with myself each morning. I will honor my feelings. I will honor my need to rest without guilt. I will treat myself with love and compassion. Let this be your first milestone on the roadmap. As we move into step 4, we're going to practice micro trust moments because self-trust grows through repetition, looking for tiny opportunities each day to listen to yourself helps. It goes a long way. How about a craving your body signals to you? You know, your body knows what you need. Trust that. A boundary your heart knows you need. A moment when your intuition nudges you gently. Each micro trust moment becomes a stepping stone. And lastly, step 5, repair instead of shame. Life happens and we all break promises to ourselves sometimes. The key is in repair, not perfection. Try saying, I see what happened. I understand why. Let's try again with compassion. Repair builds more trust than perfection ever could. Let's take a moment for reflection and ask yourself, what is one thing I need from myself right now? What is one small way I can show myself I'm listening? Then let your inner voice answer gently. Self-trust isn't built in a moment. It's built in many moments, quiet ones, repetitive ones, compassionate ones. If today's episode sparked something in you, I would love to help you take it to the next step by inviting you to my free live webinar, From Self-Doubt to Self-Trust, Building Unshakable Confidence from Within. It's designed to give you the tools, clarity, and mindset shifts you need to stop second-guessing yourself and begin trusting your inner wisdom. I'm trusting it wholeheartedly. If you're ready to discover practical, heart-centered tools to strengthen your confidence from the inside out, I would love to have you join me. You can save your spot. It's completely free by going to www.maicaleb.com/event. That is MAICALEV as in Victor.com/event. And I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you for joining me on this meaningful moment today. And if you got anything out of this episode, please share it with someone who might need to hear the message too. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And as you create your own self-trust roadmap, remember that every small act of self-honoring is a step closer to home to you. Bye for now. Look forward to seeing you in the webinar. Bye.